What's up, everyone? I have a very serious video for right here because something has come across that has caught my attention, and this is very bad. Something is happening with Solana that now can affect the entire crypto community. Yep, XRP, XLM, this one has me worried. So let's go screen and explore the news. All right, I was editing this and wanted to bring this story up, okay? And before I bring it up, I want you to keep something in mind. In the United States, someone sued McDonald's for their coffee being too hot. Yes, everyone, do you remember that lawsuit? A lot of us out there are like, dude, are you stupid? Of course coffee's hot. After that lawsuit, they got sued for a bunch of money, and then they had to start putting on their cup, caution, contents are hot. Yeah, and this is before the whole iced coffee day. So keep that stupid, frivolous lawsuit in mind that person won, by the way. Keep that in mind as I go through this story. And as always, any article you see in this video will be linked in the description below. Who is on my shirt, everyone? Comment below who's on my shirt. All right, we've got mixed markets right now as we've got some green, but a lot of them are turning red, especially from the gains that we saw this morning. Why are things turning red, and what am I so worried about? Holy crap, this is not what I wanted to read, ladies and gentlemen. Solana hit by lawsuit. XRP lawyers warns more are on the way. All right, so what is going on right now? A North California resident slammed Solana with a class action lawsuit for the unregulated sale of SOL tokens. Okay, what does this have to do with XRP? What does this have to do with XLM? I will get to it here shortly. I first got to tell you what's going on with this. XRP holders lawyer warned of more lawsuits after the Solana Labs, Solana Foundation co-founders are being drawn into a legal battle. Oh crap, let's get to it. Here we go. A class action lawsuit was filed in Solana in the Northern District of California, claiming SOL is an unregistered, centralized security. Now, for everyone out there listening, yes, XRP, XLM are both unregistered. We know that XRP is currently in the court case right now with the SEC versus XRP, but this now is coming from a completely different direction. This is not coming from the side of the SEC. This is coming from someone that lost a lot of money. Now, keep this in mind, because over the last several months, right, since November, how many people out there are bitter, upset, and angry that they lost a lot of money in the crypto space? Yes, a ton of people. There have been very few winners over the last 6 months, and this is what is really bad about this. All right, Solana has been slammed with a lawsuit claiming SOL is an unregistered security. The plaintiff claimed that Solana SOL token is centralized security and insiders profited immensely while retail traders suffered losses. Okay, so now let's talk about centralized and let's talk about losses, okay? All right, so basically what's happening is this, and I don't want to show that chart just yet because that gets to the scary stuff. Essentially what's happening is this, right? You've got a guy out there that lost a ton of money while he's saying, hey, Solana, right? Solana Foundation, that whole group there, they made a bunch of money. They used the sale of SOL tokens to fund their projects, which is very similar to XRP, which is very similar to XLM. Yes, everyone, XRP and XLM are funding a lot of their ventures, more so XLM, honestly, than XRP. They're using their tokens to fund their venture. Now, you're asking me like, well, wait a minute, what do you mean, Klaus, XLM is using it? XLM does not have an income right now. There's not enough activity on the chain, right? And there is no mechanism to turn on that fee pool to become a recirculating form of funding. So what's happening right now is this person who is starting a class action lawsuit, and what we're worried about and what the XRP lawyers are worried about is that we're going to have more of these class action lawsuits coming out with people saying, hey, look, I suffered a loss, but your company is doing all this stuff with my money. Whoa, you guys are profiting on my loss. This is a massive implication to the whole crypto world. Now, will this court case be seen all the way through? No one knows about that, but this opens the doors for more lawsuits to come. Now, I want you to think of XRP. I want you to think of XLM, okay? The lawsuit claims Solana is not decentralized. Here we go. The lawsuit filed against Solana Labs co-founders and associated institutions and firms argues that as of May 2021, insiders held 48% of the SOL supply. I want you to think of how much of XRP is owned by Ripple Labs and how much XLM is owned by Stellar. Oh my gosh, everyone. Yes, Both of those entities control a massive supply of the amount of tokens, all right? Here we go. As of May 21st, insiders held 48% of the Solana supply. The Solana network, therefore, is highly centralized, even though they claim to be decentralized. Hear me out here. With over 1,000 validators, Solana is considered highly centralized when compared to the blockchains like of Ethereum. Now, I've got a chart up on the screen, and guess what I have on here? Look at this. Stellar only has 57 validators, way less than Solana, and they're saying that Solana's almost 1,000 is centralized. Well, where does that put Stellar? Where does that put XRP? Both of those entities hold huge supplies of their respective tokens, XRP and XLM. So now, you know what? Let's just go big screen. This is why this one concerns me here, okay? Because right now you have an angry person who suffered losses, right? The SOL token going down over time, saying, hey, I lost a ton of money, while the Solana Foundation is out there, right, going to different places, hosting events, people are getting paid from it, people are getting rich from it, the insiders, right, the people that own the tokens are making the money for it. They're using the tokens to keep their businesses going, right? They're profiting from it, okay? Profiting at the loss of that investor. Now, how many other investors out there does this case apply to? Now, whether or not the court case, right, goes to court, whether they settle, none of that, okay? Don't worry about any of that. What you have to worry more about is the precedent. Will more people now start filing class action lawsuits wanting to get a piece of these companies? I want you to think of every XRP holder out there, right? Remember before the court case happened and XRP is rising up above that $3 amount, and then all of a sudden it crashes, right? And we know most of the XRP supply is not out in the public. No, it is held by them, okay? What about Stellar Lumens XLM? Oh my gosh. Yep, the same thing applies. So where I am worried right now, okay, is that we're going to have more class action lawsuits. The problem with class action lawsuits, whether they're legit or not, all right? Let's not argue that point. Whether they're legit or not, they are a financial strain and a public strain on these companies, okay? Think of what happened to XRP's price once the lawsuit happened. Exactly. Now what happens if we have more class action lawsuits that start going after all of these companies out there? This is why I'm worried, because when we start looking at decentralized versus centralized, we're going to have to start learning what are the courts considering centralized versus decentralized. Will this case have any teeth? Is there bite behind it? Will more people now start filing these lawsuits because they incurred heavy losses while these companies continue to operate? Scary stuff here, and I will make sure that I keep you all informed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because as this story breaks, I will be sure to keep you all informed.